Let's say it's linked to marijuana.
Oh.
So,
That'll add a bit of a kick to
it will,
that
yeah. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well. Welcome to our kitchen.
Hello. Today, take 10.
Basically, this is the playlist where, how can you summarise it, Mrs. B? What do we do?
We take cheap ingredients from a cheap supermarket and compare them in a recipe against expensive ingredients from an expensive supermarket.
Yes, high-end versus budget. And sometimes it's really interesting and we have variable results. And I think at the end, a lot of people have said to us, what would be our dream combo? So we'll try and do that today. Because I think sometimes we're like, cheap or steep. I think we should kind of like mix and match, and today gives us a good platform for that. And today we're doing a BLT sandwich, which apparently was originated in America. I didn't know that. I thought it was quite a British thing. That might be a lie.
It's always been American, I think. It's an American thing. Always been American.
Always has. What a comparison it is, ladies and gents. Just 5 ingredients. And there is a comparison here that we've worked out at first. You can go and look at the receipt as a comparison. And if we did just the price...
Receipt or computer printout?
All right. I'll tell the story. I was at the self-checkout, and sometimes you get a question where it's just a simple yes or no answer, and it's confusing, isn't it? The self-checkout said, would you like a receipt? And I'm thinking, no, I want to save the environment. I press no. I obviously need it for to do the price comparison. And I caused a right kerfuffle. I was in the supermarket for 20 minutes. We got to go up to the office lab and print it off, and they gave it to me like that.
It's like a report.
On a scroll.
It's like a digital...
It is, yeah, I've got an invoice.
It's a transaction details report is what it is.
Yeah, so I really love it. If you don't mind not having a receipt, I need the receipt. Get me the receipt. So they did. I caused a right kerfuffle and a huge queue in the supermarket, so I'm really sorry. But anyhow, if you just go for price, 3.89 times the difference. But actually, if you go by weight, which is really more important, the way the world is going and how some of these brands get sneaky price things in there. Yeah. 8.99 times more, right?
So 9 times more, really.
Yeah. That's what 8.99 sounded more dramatic.
It does.
For the budget bread, that was 36p for this massive 800-gram loaf. For £3 and a slightly lighter 750 grams from the gourmet supermarket, gourmet, nice, you get...
a light rice style San Francisco style sourdough.
Nice. And it's not been sliced, so we can make it the thickness that we desire. Although I've been told a rye bread or anything with sort of like holes in it is not ideal for a BLT because of like the seepage. A lettuce, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, sorry, Mrs. B.
Gosh.
43p for that lettuce, 700 grams. But for this Dolce Romana lettuce, £1.60, 8.67 times more the weight equivalent.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what a Dolce Romana is. Is that like come from Italy or something?
I don't know.
It's grown by the very Italian sounding Rob Parker. Present the tomato, Mrs. B. That is a beef tomato from the gourmet supermarket. They didn't have many left in the shop, so we had to get that. And the budget supermarket didn't sell beef ones, so we got a pack of 6. It kind of restricted to what you got. But for a pack of 6, 500 grams, 49p.
Grams,
250 grams is £1. That's 4 times the price.
That's ridiculous.
If you ratio it up per gram, 4 times the amount. It's still a tomato, right? Bacon, now these are budget smoked rashers, 300 grams of those for £1.25. And I did hear if you get budget bacon but you buy it smoked, it's a good way of like masking the quality. It's a hack on a website.
Okay.
But for the gourmet stuff, this is smoked as well.
Look at that.
Thick cut smoked back bacon, £3.50 for 240 grams, so slightly less, 3.5 times the price. But I feel like bacon is the winner in this. It's got to be good, hasn't it?
It has. It's got to be good quality bacon.
Last up is the mayonnaise, and this is your big stodgy 500 gram standard, oh my God, jar, right?
Yeah.
That's a light one. That's quite good.
That's
healthy
good.
And all that. So this is 41p for a big old 500 gram jar. Now the 160 gram jar you've got there, Mrs. B, is £2.60.
£2.60.
But if you do it in grams, that is a difference of 19.9, or in the rounding up world, as you like to do it, 20 times the price.
But it's not just ordinary mayonnaise.
It shouldn't be for that price.
It's a truffle mayonnaise.
A truffle infused. Is there how much
Yep.
truffles in it though?
There is 0.5% of black summer truffles
Okay.
in here.
I don't know too much about truffles. I would love to do like a foraging trip, but that's why they're so expensive, because they're so restricted and hard to find, frustrating to grow. Their storage is minimal. Apparently it's illegal in some countries as well. There's rumours that animals sometimes poo on them and eat them anyway. The animals get the really expensive truffles and poo them out, and then
Yeah.
and there's some that let's say it's linked to marijuana.
Oh,
So
that adds a bit of a kick.
yeah,
to
well,
that.
yeah, like really high by the time we get to eat later on. Be like, peace, man. All right, good sandwich. Apparently, that's why they're saying they're so addictive. Researchers in Italy say that some black truffles, which is what we've got here, produce anandamide, a natural chemical similar to marijuana's active compound.
Oh, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
To try.
See what happens, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Before we start, I was going to come up with this epic description of a BLT, but this food critic has absolutely nailed it, and it's a little bit over the top, but beyond the anticipation, sharpening, crisp, audio-sensory crunch of the toasted bread, not toast, but lightly toasted bread, the BLT should deliver several distinct but complementary layers in which the bacon leads. Ingredient ratios are key. For instance, too much bread will muffle the bacon, to which the tomato, lettuce and mayonnaise should offer accents and inflections rather than directly competing flavours. Think of this foremost as a mediated bacon sandwich.
Nice. Not bread that's too thick.
Yes, it does say it goes down to categorise every single element. It should be no more than 1.5 centimetres thick and do not go down any specialty baguette, sourdough or rye like we've done. So this could be the champ.
This could be the winner.
The BLT should assert its savoury cured pork character in a way that lingers, as the sweet acidity of the tomatoes, the fresh, lightly vegetal
bitterness of the lettuce and the creamy tang of mayo play at its edges. The whole thing should meld into a mouthful that simultaneously umami, acidic, sweet, salty, meaty and clean does a lot of apparently contradictory things at once in such a way that they are mutually reinforcing.
translation. It's a blooming nice sandwich.
It's a lovely sandwich.
My point was we're going to start with the bread, and this is not sliced. We could buy pre-sliced, but the food critic says we should do it nice and thin anyway.
Okay.
So we've got thinly sliced bread there,
do.
which we can coat with the mayo. So do you want to do the cheap Mrs. B?
Yeah.
And I'll slice this up.
Okay.
Oh, that smells amazing. Have a waff of that. So we made a grilled cheese once, and spreading mayo on actually gives it a really nice sort of golden colour. So that's why we're doing it, and it just saves on getting the butter, which would have driven the price up, as we found some really expensive butters in the past, even more so. Yeah, so I've cut that 2 nice slices, but look, you're going to get that seepage potentially, Mrs. B.
Oh yeah, with the holes.
Oh dear. I mean, this does feel almost, I mean, we bought it fresh and it feels like heavy and stale, but look at the difference. Look, it's so much airier and lighter, and that is just like, hey, I'm a slab of bread, I'm going to hold all your ingredients in, and perhaps with a BLT, that might be vital. Oh.
Smell it. It's got like a lemony.
Yeah. It smells a bit more like tartar sauce.
Just tastes like really eggy mayonnaise.
Oh, wow. No, that tastes more like tartar sauce to me. I wonder if they just rejarred it. See if the little specks of truffle infuse the doughy layers. What's the matter?
I'm really confused. What are we? Which side are we putting in the pan?
Were you using,
That side.
Yeah, we're using that instead of butter.
Oh, okay. I see. Sorry.
All right, so cheap is going there. Yeah, face down. And then I'm going to put the steep in here as well, face down. And then we could spread mayo on whilst it's in there on the top, and then just flip it if we want, or just take it out, redo it from the side here, whatever we prefer really.
Okay. Sounds good.
But just let them gently brown. All right, so we've lightly toasted one side, and obviously you would normally just do it in the pan, but we thought we'd just show you that, so we can just easily do it here and do the other side. Look at that. It's got little pockets of mayo in it. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
We've kind of cooked it in there. So now, like I say, if we weren't filming this and we just wanted to show you that side, we would have done this in the pan, but I just want to show you, just do the other side anyway. You'll find that the second cook won't take as, there you go, that's pretty much done, that one. It won't, because the pan's nice and hot. Just the colour difference. That looks like your first day of holiday sunbathing. It looks like you've been there for 2 weeks on holiday. And I know it's only bread and a bit of mayo, but that is very, very expensive in comparison.
Definitely.
Wow. Both smells really good, doesn't it?
They do.
So we're going to use these pans now.
Yeah.
Our steep and our cheap pan.
Yeah.
We might as well use it for our bacon, right? Actually, the other thing to point out is this pan over here, the steep one, is way more oily versus that cheap one. So there's definitely something going on with those ingredients.
There we go.
Oh,
Sizzle.
sizzle. and sizzle. The actual really interesting thing is how that bacon, the cheap stuff, is kind of crinkling up.
Yeah.
Like proper, like we've just not touched it. There's some movement in that, but that's holding its shape way more.
It is.
Do you think this is going to make the difference?
I do. I think bacon is the key ingredient in the BLT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that and the bread. I think the crunch is going to be a big factor. You've got the extract fan going, folks. You know it's serious. The mayonnaise. Posher, thicker and or homemade versions can be too rich and assertive. Whoops. There goes our receipt one. For the tomatoes, you must cut that into roundels of no more. A roundel must be a round.
Like a slice, a slice.
No more than 0.5 centimetres thick. So we need a tape measure. You need a fleshier tomato so that its juices do not soak the bread. The often tasteless beefsteak, oh that's a beef tomato, is one option, but experiment. So it's saying a beef tomato, I use them a lot in burgers, they are less tasty. He's saying they've got less taste.
Less taste, but their juices don't run into the bread.
Yes. Salt the slices of the tomato to bring out their flavour. Okay, we'll do that. For the lettuce, forget a flabby, watery iceberg. That's the cheap one. A spritzy baby gem is the way to go, and that's what I normally get. And this is like that. It's basically, Under no circumstances start adding rocket salad, soft salad leaves, or any unwanted foliage. Okay. This is not a salad sandwich. Wow.
It's quite opinionated.
Yes. I know what he's saying though, because I use iceberg lettuce, the small ones like this, in videos normally. Oh, that feels really furry. Feel that? It's like a hamster.
Ooh. That's weird.
The simplicity of just being able to not have to slice it but just rip off a segment like that is actually really nice, and it's quite crisp as well, whereas he is saying this is, you can tell that's going to be quite saggy. Now I know why I kept the left-handed tape measure.
I think I might have gone thinner on that one.
Yes, that's actually ideal. That's perfect.
Right.
0.5 centimetre roundels. Like, is this fleshier? You want to hold that up, Mrs. B, side by side? Like, it's still like the ratio of it isn't that different, is it really? You still got like the, I guess, the edge of the tomato, which is where the flavour is. That's the tomato rather than the flesh, but it's not that different, is it? Oh my gosh, yeah, this is like...
That's like a bowling ball.
It is a bowl. I mean, it's a lettuce, Mrs. B, but like what I'm saying is, look, it's just very wilty. You feel the stuff you've got here? This is like crunchy. You've got that nice spine on it. Yeah. I agree that I feel like this is actually going to be critical, because once this even gets a bit of mayo on it, it's going to be all droopy. I feel like we're getting an idea as we're building it of what is going to be needed actually. Yeah. I mean this in the nicest way. You can see from afar here. I mean, look how sort of vibrant and darker in colour and green and just fresher this looks, and just more appetising.
Yeah. This one looks like it might be more filling though. The size of the lettuce.
Well, it is if we shovel that in there, yeah.
There's still lettuce though.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us find out what that turns out like. So, mayonnaise going down on both sides. Oh, I'm going to totally drench it. Oh my gosh, there's the lettuce for the cheap. It's nice and washed, but I'm going to rip mine out. I'm going to go quite rustic. So, I guess doesn't seem to be a particular order. I feel like lettuce gives it a nice sort of cushion. Yeah, I feel bacon because it's going to be rough, and then the tomato can lay it out. Oh my gosh, look, look at the cheap. I mean, it's still bacon. Let's not. Oh my gosh, that looks so smoky. Oh, Mrs. B, that is epic.
That is a beast of a sandwich.
That is a beast, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to just try and get. Oh my gosh, the flesh is falling out. I'm going to try and lip it on. There we go. All right, and then I think we just give our BLT a bit more mayo, because that should hold it all together.
I hope so. Mine looks like it's going to topple over.
Oh, we didn't salt the tomatoes like the food critic said.
Oh, quick.
Unnecessary salt base, sorry, just a little shimmy.
Yeah, I guess you have to be careful because the bacon's quite salty anyway.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but that food critic uses big words, so. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm going to push it forward. Oh my gosh. That bread is still toasty. Oh my gosh, Mrs. B, yours looks amazing.
Tomatoes falling.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
That looks good.
Hello, I'm Mrs. BLT.
Can we eat them now?
Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Although the food critic probably says we've got to like eat it off the stomach of a kangaroo or something. So just before we taste this, if you've missed any other cheap versus steep videos or any other videos here on the channel, over 1,600 videos now. 1,600!
That's crazy.
Don't forget to check them out. It's going to keep you quite busy. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about the channel and make sure your notification button is pressed so that you get notified of new videos. Cheers. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It's still crispy, that bread. There's a little tail of it. The crust is like, no, don't separate me. Okay, that's a nice bit there.
We're going cheap first?
Yeah, let's go for here as well.
Okay.
Oh, the crunch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go cheap first, okay?
Okay. That's amazing.
I mean, that's a blooming good sandwich.
That is a really good bacon BLT sandwich.
That is nice.
Oh my gosh. That is so good. The crunchy bacon.
Yeah, the bacon, the saltiness of the bacon. I'm really sorry if my face is messy, hang on.
It's not too salty.
No.
The mayonnaise, the crunchy
cream.
lettuce.
Are you not a food critic, are you?
Yeah, me.
You're getting excited. Oh,
That's really surprised me.
that is really good. Like the bread as well, the tenderness with it as well. The tomatoes are fine. The lettuce was kind of like just a nice little filler that just kind of took that texture to you.
It was good. Now we need to try this one.
Yes, we do.
I'm not sure. I like it. But
There's something going on. Is it that mayo?
it's delicious, but it's not a classic BLT.
I tell you,
That's your classic BLT.
that is. It didn't feel like an experience, a journey, like the critic said. It just felt like a sandwich with an overpowering mayo.
I was going to say that. Too overpowering.
The bread texture was okay, but you get that fix from the basic bread.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
proven
gosh!
wrong. I prefer this cheap.
This is my ploy to slowly convert my wife to be like this in general. Christmas, birthdays. Cheap wins, right?
Cheap wins this time.
You can tell, like, the cheap one is like a normal one, but like this one's very posh.
Yes, mate.
So I like the cheap.
I think this is actually, out of all the cheap versus steep, despite, you know, even the beans on toast one, the chocolate brownies and the breakfast with the sausage on the breakfast, this has really caught me out.
I know.
Like, it's just 5 ingredients and it's like 8.99 when you compare the weight, well, 9 times difference.
Crazy.
3 out of 4 of us preferred it. I mean, would you pay 9 times more?
No.
Oh my gosh. I think people asked us to say which out of the cheap and the steep, if you made the ultimate one, the bacon
Yeah, and the bread.
and the bread.
I did like the bread.
Yeah. But the bacon still worked in the other BLT and like
It did.
3 times the price.
It all
Like,
still worked. The cheap,
Yeah.
all the cheap stuff worked together. It was really tasty.
amazing. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I found this really fascinating today. We will see you very soon. I think this is going to be our dinner. Just like feast on it, gobble it all up. Right, cheers guys, see you again. Bye.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.
BLT was the first food I ate that made me feel sick whilst pregnant. Fact.
Don't worry, she's not pregnant.
No,
Well,
no.
not as far as I know,
meant
anyway.
Phoebe.